Oh, man.
We just had Jason Bourne versus Batman.
300,
oh, shit. Oh, damn.
This week's videos are sponsored by Prize Picks, the easy-to-use fantasy sports betting app. More on them in just a bit.
What up, fellow rejects? We are here today to watch a movie that I'm excited that Coy did not know about until I told him about, because he is a Bostonian here to celebrate some Bostonians. The Matt Damon and Ben Affleck action thriller from a director. I have never seen any of this guy's movie.
A single one.
Single of his
no
movies.
Boss Level, no.
Nope. No, you name a movie, I will tell you.
I won't just go through a filmography.
Yeah.
No, The Gray.
No, none of that.
All right.
No, I haven't done it, so I'm excited to get my first Joe Carnahan movie. Coy, how are you feeling? You just got back from a flight, and now you're here.
I just landed. What better time to watch a movie when you're disoriented? But I've been looking forward to this since Greg mentioned it, and as soon as he mentioned it, I drove by like a series of billboards they had put up the day before. So it is now being promoted. This is Sasha Kaye, also from Boston, and Matt and Ben, and I love Joe Carnahan, so I'm so excited for this one.
All right, guys, let's get to it.
How'd it go in there with the feds?
Instant sign of corruption. Tell by the color scheme.
Shadows, corruption.
You spoken with our IA team?
Several times, yes.
And they found your alibi suitable.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Didn't either. What a cold open.
Whoa.
This looks like a movie. Like it's lit well, and it's full.
There are eyes everywhere.
I know. I can feel it.
You just need to know that I'm the only cop you can trust.
Like I'm being watched, and I feel like I shouldn't have called.
It's good you called me. That was smart. I have the address now.
It's like a distortion in the audio.
This is a burner phone. You're safe.
No, I feel like they know.
They don't know. You just keep answering the phone and doing what they say. Okay?
I feel like this person's going to get killed.
Yeah, they don't make it long.
I want out of here.
I will get to you. I'll protect you, and I will pull you out of there.
I think we haven't cut to them yet. We're standing on her.
Immediate tension.
I love the cold open being one scene of Matt Damon and then a completely different transition, and it was that jarring of a scene.
Oh! Oh, man. Oh. It's like, does she like know she's gonna die? The way she's going about it.
Oh.
Oh, these are pros.
Oh, man.
Wow, what an awesome shot.
She is legit fearless.
Yeah. The whole time she's been accepting death.
And in control.
Jeez. Oh, they're so far away.
2 jarring title cards.
They f***ing killed Jackie, Tom.
Oh, way to get you like hooked.
What was she chasing? Do you
I
know?
care about Jackie.
That was cool.
Money.
Such a smart narrative choice.
I'm going to level with you now, Dan, because we're up against it. The division's falling apart. The feds, they want TNT dismantled. And look at us, it's turning us into cannibals, for Christ's sake.
Oh, I didn't know he was in this.
How would you describe your relationship with Captain Velez?
She was my friend.
Oh, my God.
What a
And my
cast.
bitch. She had my back.
She, like, just won a Golden Globe, didn't she?
Yeah, this week.
How's her death in any way?
No. Let's not her death. And let's her murder. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a bean.
How's that make you feel?
She makes me sick to my stomach.
We're interviewing your entire TNT team.
No, it's just TNT. Tactical Narcotics Team. It's not Tactical Narcotics Team.
TNT works the dope game. We jump the holes, seizures, drugs, guns, mostly cash. Is that accurate?
That's correct.
I love the intercut choices.
Mostly cash. That create conflict? What do you mean? Like we steal the money ourselves? No. Those thoughts never crossed your mind.
You heard about the inside heist teams.
Well done.
Innuendo to that end, yeah. Cops playing robbers, yeah. And working with other corrupt law enforcement out.
Yeah.
What a badass intro.
Tracksuit Affleck's the best Affleck.
Everyone just, there's like such a heightened
When's
sense
the
of
last
distrust.
time you guys caught a cop killer? A cop
conference room. Let's play today, guys. Besides trying to dirty up some cops.
That's probably the easiest kind of work you can get right now in the city of Miami.
That's a Miami movie. That's right.
Did you think somebody in TNT killed Jackie?
I didn't say that.
What is this? Some Hail Mary bullshit. You guys trying to put this together with popsicle sticks and glue. What the is happening?
Why hasn't the world stopped?
Dane?
I don't get it. I really don't. It makes no sense. Tom, you got a dead Miami police captain.
Because you guys blew it. Can't get your cop killer.
Maybe that's because the killer is a cop.
This tension square off.
This movie is excellent so far.
Yeah.
We've interviewed your current commander, you know, the guy that just took your promotion.
Who deserved that bump as much as anybody in this department. You aware of what that guy's been through? His marriage, his kid.
Feed Cat? I'm not familiar.
Violent Criminal Apprehension Team. And the reason they were shut down was because of widespread and rampant criminal corruption.
Not a lot of straight-A students. And you guys torched the place, which further hamstrings Jackie's investigation because now all the VCAT guys, not just the bet ones, are buried alive.
Oh, I love his characterization.
Are they approving any overtime?
No, not with budgets, too. No, it's not a hill anyone's willing to die on. No, and BCAT being shut down has really hurt us.
They're like cops draped in dark blue in this whole movie.
It's fantastic.
And every shot is just like, there's a duplicitousness. Like, who do you trust?
Were you and Captain Velez close?
Whoever edited this.
Good job.
Were you in a relationship?
You gonna answer the question? Is this what we're doing now? Cack out your tongue?
Oh, you
got nothing to say now, JD?
Are you fucking bozos here because you think Jackie was dirty?
Was she?
Be very careful, Del.
You.
Oh, damn.
Let's not pretend that you don't have a huge personal stake in this because you do, all right? I know you do. Everybody knows you do.
God, there's so many East Coast people in Miami.
Yeah. Everybody just drove 12 hours south for this movie.
One of those guns is yours, right? Who's the other belong to?
It's like a very familiar setup, but very personal. Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
I've been waiting. Oh, it's simultaneous.
What the fuck is he doing?
I love a cop on the edge.
He's fighting with his brother.
Good casting.
His brother's a Fed.
Hey, so you saw your brother?
It's like the same thing. And look, you want to have a conversation with me? Have a conversation with me. You know, the guy became a Fed so he could talk down to people. I'm convinced.
What are we hoping for a confession?
I don't know.
Damn,
Great shape. Doing good work. We get to see the Phoenix.
Either they think Jackie's dirty or they think we had something to do with it.
Yeah, or both. Well, they have no idea. It's just the easiest place to lay it on. It's hanging on dirty cops. What did fucking Tom with an H have to say?
It's fun dialogue.
The guy just got his knocked in by the grind, man. He's done. He's not going to help us.
I know everybody's got a excuse. We're all working hard. It's a job. Go out and do it. Yank it up. I yank the line. I see what comes to the surface. You know what I mean?
Exactly. You get some movement. See who starts talking. See who starts making mistakes. Some cop shit.
Basic shit.
I see why they signed on for this. This like is such a good dialogue and bringing them together.
I hate it here now, man. I hate it. I hate being a cop.
It's fun watching them play like two tough guys, too. Hate being a cop.
He's that shit Jack used to say. I always made fun of, like, well, just let us see another sunrise. Maybe that was the whole key to life.
Jackie believed in witches, man.
You're the problem with the culture of the police department today. There's this kind of judgment that a lot of people believe in witches, and
Jackie believed in spirit animals.
Smart to give them humor, too.
Yeah, because that was 20 minutes of no levity.
I don't know who to trust.
Yeah.
The movie's doing such a great job on that paranoia. I'm like, is Ben Affleck a traitor?
Has anyone been seen that's evil? Are we all good?
I was gonna bet on your brother, but we broke it up too fast.
I'm gonna be the first bad bet you made.
You're a bully!
Who the fuck says that?
But no, it's some real shit though.
That's what he did. He did shout that at him. You're a bully.
You think it's those stash house hits we've been hearing about?
What the hell are those?
Oh, it's some bullshit. It's cartel houses supposedly getting knocked over by cops. If you run into a big stash house, you let me know, okay?
Cut to stash house. I love that they're taking it from the angle of they're both grieving, but in their own ways.
Yeah, it's been really interesting to have like a pure emotion from the opening frame. And they are both tough guys, but you're really seeing the cracks.
Ya sabes cómo las pintamos, sir.
That seasoned Hal Jordan.
I'm not gonna let a cop's body get cold, especially a captain and blow a big-time media frenzy murder case.
VCAT doesn't get Spanish. The rest would happen by now.
Oh, yeah. What's DEA doing for us? Just out of curiosity.
Well, come on. Well, it's not our front porch now, is it? I mean, you handle your scandal officers.
Oh, okay. No, I keep that in mind.
respect.
You can tell you this.
I love the rhythm. Damn.
Yeah. It's punchy.
Feeling my way around.
And they're letting you like get engrossed in their charms. And you're like, who do you like? Literally, almost every shot Matt Damon's framed with a half a shadow. Like, do you trust? Like, who do you? I have like no idea.
And he's like always a little out of focus versus everyone else. Like he seems sketchier than anybody else, but it's Matt Damon.
But he doesn't know who to trust either.
Yeah.
How much they said was in here?
Don't know. 250 maybe?
Oh, shit. I bet. That's easy rip. Friday night.
I'm starting to distrust Matt Damon.
Really?
Something about this last little sequence of events.
How much is this rip supposed to?
150K.
Doper?
Detective, can you sense my patience fraying in real time from these questions?
Well, I feel like he's keeping a distance from them though, because he doesn't know. He has to like be watching them.
But he went from like, I don't know how much it is. It's probably this. Now it's definitively this. And like the picture of the kid, like is he making money for the? I don't know. These Miami cops got taste in vehicles.
This is like a grittier Fast and Furious.
It really is in Miami, no less.
Get him to sign a consent to search for dope instead of money.
Man, we out here looking like a goddamn Halloween costume for cops. What the hell going on? Ain't supposed to be a madhouse?
What if they don't sign? Because it actually is a dope hole.
Well, then it's a protective search. We clear the place anyway.
How much are they holding?
75 grand.
It's impossible. He's peeing all over the house. There has to be a lot more money inside.
Keeps lowering that number.
Knock, knock.
How you doing this evening, miss?
5 cops magically appear at my doorstep. I've been better.
Hey.
What's your name?
Desi.
That's your rock star name. What's your full legal name?
Desiree Lopez Molina.
You mind if we come inside?
Do you have warrant?
We have a consent to search. You can say no.
And what would you say to that?
Well, you would have to say no first.
Don't do any of that pushy cop shit, all right?
No, we don't do that.
These guys are the pushy cops.
I feel like Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are playing. I feel like a few years ago they would have switched roles.
Yeah, I think they're both enjoying the other type.
That's that pushy cop shit I was talking about!
In Brothers Grimm, Heath and Matt got cast as the other and then asked to switch. And that's how like the whole Jason Bourne thing happened, because he played the badass and that was supposed to be Heath.
Is there anybody else in this house, Desi?
Just me.
The last thing you want to do is lie to us right now.
Promise, just me.
All right, Wilbur, down. Wilbur.
I love this. Like, it's like scores like.
It's the tension. And it's just her, a girl, unarmed, and a
The kind of
Don't know,
race.
never been. I already told you, I don't have any.
It's cool.
Dog doesn't alert for alerts for money.
You're caught.
I think I'm gonna need that warrant now.
No, dog alerted to something. We don't need a warrant. We got probable cause.
That's some tricky ass
that
shit.
is scary as shit. You put your head up there, man.
Damn. It's like a horror score.
Yeah, grinding.
Yeah.
Man, such guy's got such presence.
Why is his attic so clean?
I already said I don't know. Never been up there. Why does it matter?
Well, because the rest of your house looks like a landfill, and this is spotless.
Yeah.
Should have seen this place before I started.
Someone move the money.
You know what? I just never threw anything away.
Or pull that thing. Pull
Or
that
it's
thing.
behind the walls.
Yeah. There we go. Yeah.
The fuck is that?
Oh, what an awesome shot.
He just barrels of money.
Do you work?
House is in probate. I'm afraid of my sister for it. Bitch didn't lift a finger for our grandmother, and now she wants to contest her will.
Rest of the house clear.
So, Desi, before we get into that wall up there, anything you want to tell us? Maybe get ahead of it.
Even the way they sit is specific.
I actually really do not know what's up there.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. One's more laid back and cool.
What do you think is behind the wall?
You guys brought a dog that can smell money. So, I mean, it's highly likely that you know a lot more than I do, right?
Smart girl.
You got a Colombian flag hanging over the fireplace downstairs, and we're cops, so it kind of takes the mystery out of who the money might belong to.
Oh, that's real small-minded of you. All Colombians aren't the same, you know.
We're aware.
But they do have great, in fact, all the coke in the United States.
And they have great food, too.
I'm sure they do.
They do.
But they don't hide it in the wall.
Desi, not seeing a crime does not exonerate you from its commission.
Not if it's in your fucking house.
Like literally the truth is coming down.
The walls are closing in and coming down.
Still in probate.
That's pretty slick, Desi.
Who gave you that loophole?
So it's nobody's house because it's in probate.
Dejémoslo en las manos de Dios, ¿sí o qué? But God isn't gonna make the mortgage, is he? Can you trade all that advice and pray you're in good intention for cash? AWTGG. What does it mean?
Are we the good guys?
Ha.
Do you need validation that you're a good guy?
Whoa.
How about the other one? WAAWB.
We are and always will be.
I would love all that money.
Yeah, it'd be nice.
Fuck.
Labeled.
They literally label it. And if that bucket has 150K.
Or is that a pack of 150K? 350. Like,
oh, shit. Oh, damn. That's a lot of moolah.
There's $1.4 million in this bucket.
That can't be. Is that real?
I about 14 more. Oh.
$20 million?
Give us 1 second. I'll be right there. It was just DLT, just fuck, dude.
I thought people used to say call it in.
I don't want anybody calling out. Give me your phones. Pass them up. Hand your phone.
What are you doing?
Hand your phone up.
Look at that distrust. Oh, dude.
I don't trust this rip, all right? Money like this does shit. Just turn your pockets inside out. I want your phones. It's the rip.
Oh, damn. Oh, boy. They're gonna distrust you, man, for that kind of...
I don't want your phone. I want you to help me figure out what the this is. Let's not start undermining our trust.
Yeah.
And dude, right now I'm fucking reacting. All right, I'm not worried about fucking offending the team. All right. How much was the tip that came in? It said 300 grand. The Crime Stopper tip that just got called in said 300.
Oh my God. They were wrong.
IA is our ass looking for asylum if we fucking get this count wrong. No, I'm not following procedure right now, man. We gotta count the money here. All right, so we call the major. Do you want to involve him? No, I don't want to fucking involve him. I'm following protocol. We can't pick and choose. You trust our command structure? Not particularly, but, you know, we're coloring outside the lines. We get just as fucked for violating that protocol as the other.
They open with the death of a cop and maybe it's internal and then escalation.
Yeah.
Okay, let me tell you something. Jackie told me that she was hip to a big fucking rip that was out there, and I think that's what this is. Let me call my brother, Nate. No. Brother, the Fed who you were in a fist fight with today? No Feds, man. No.
Yeah.
This is my scene. Let me run it, please. All right, chain of command, you're in charge. I get it.
No, don't do that.
Step on your toes, man.
You're both making a big mistake. You should just take whatever money you want and walk away. Before this goes really bad for all of us.
Yeah, whose money is it? Oh, what a shot.
Just like, even this feels like malevolent.
Yeah, the cops slowly cruising in the fog.
This many challengers at the end of a block. It's either bangers or UCs. Yeah, we're on the job. TNT.
Wow, we haven't seen the cop.
Could you cut your light bar?
I like they did that with the call earlier, too.
We didn't get a heads up about this. No, you didn't.
Any reason why?
Yeah, only reason. You're Hialeah PD.
And what's that mean, Sergeant?
Patrolman, do you see the gold shield around my neck?
Means we can't afford what you charge to keep a secret.
That's a great line.
I know you.
You never seen me.
You seem corrupt.
Very.
Dios los bendiga, officers.
Is the idea that we suspect that they're the two who killed?
Dipshit riding shotgun and recognize him here as a VCAT cop. Half those guys got suspended, the rest of them got fired. The Catholic priests can do all this and shit, get reassigned. You don't think cops can? You think they're on this place? You think these assholes knew what was in there? We smoked already.
They're literally driving in the dark.
In reverse. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, time to suit up.
I'm texting you right now, like, Mommy, July,
Oh, no.
Are you guys just gonna leave me here?
No, you shouldn't do that.
Granny wasn't playing. I mean, she had everything in here. She had everything you need in here every year, every decade, every century.
Whoa, someone in there?
What the fuck are we doing? I'm talking about not contacting command, radioing in.
We literally do this all the time.
I'm not trying to get
The
jammed
light
up.
flickering, the tension.
And what are you doing?
Look, that's a shitty fiberglass door. Let's move this car over there for more cover. Yeah?
Okay.
Smart.
I love seeing that this is like just a part of their job.
Yeah.
Even the preparation for this.
What are you doing?
Trying to get this car to the garage door so we can get cover.
Yeah, smart. Where's the girl?
You're right. It's like procedural. It's fascinating because it's
She's
terrifying.
handcuffed
And
in
they're
the
just like
kitchen.
dealing with it.
Hey,
There's like a sense of capturing this is their lifestyle.
Yeah. There's urgency, but it's calm.
Yeah.
Please understand it's not panic, it's just precaution.
It's okay, boss. I got you.
Like there's something so like immediate about the way they capture all this.
This.
Well, that's 250,000.
It would be so much easier if we just stole this money. I swear to God. All right, so we'll make two piles.
Why'd you make that joke? I'm telling you. Testing the waters, Matt Damon.
Like I'm trying to pick up on some visual cues there because like he was draped in green when he made that, but then you draped Ben Affleck in blue, and are like,
And that one cop was just green.
Yeah.
The cop that came up.
Dude.
Who was that texting?
Stephen Young.
Okay, I thought so.
I get a call to leave the house for a few hours, and I do.
Strangers, people you don't know, come in here into the
I don't ask.
and you've never seen the people.
No, never.
Into the darkness.
Who is that?
It's my son.
Oh, did he die?
Ex-boyfriend. He sold drugs and he stole money. He's a bad guy. So I worked with the cops. I didn't like it.
Yeah, I can see that. Was this dude addicted to jail or just getting caught? Desi, a CI on a seizure in the state of Florida can claim up to 20%. Is that what's happening? Is a girl can get rich snitching in South Florida?
You have 30 minutes to get the fuck out of that house.
Ooh.
Do your job and take the money that was supposed to be there. No one needs to die. 150K.
I did not expect like a house movie, like all this in one setting and like tension building.
No, please listen to them. They're gonna come in here and kill everybody.
They were saying just take it.
Whoever just called on the phone said no one needs to die in there for 150K. So why are you telling me it's twice that, man?
First off, back the fuck up.
No.
Yeah.
This is my crime scene. I will run it the way I see fit.
You are not running shit if what you plan to do is torch what's left of my fucking career. I will pop smoke in this thing, dude.
Wow, you guys are really loud.
What is going on?
I love they're playing on their friendship.
What do you have to hide? It's a Crime Stopper tip. It's not a state secret.
I don't have it.
Bullshit.
Call the major, or I will.
God, I don't know.
I got some inclination about Matt Damon, but I think they want me to.
Yeah, I'm like, it's just
Now.
there's a lot of clues pointing to it, but I don't know. Oh, there's no specific money?
I assumed 3 is 300,000.
Oh.
Maybe, if he's being honest.
What the hell's that mean?
Well, he hasn't called it in yet.
The rip? The command? Yeah.
That's no fucking good. To Dane.
That wasn't personal.
Says who?
That just wasn't how Jackie did shit.
Says who?
Says me.
Oh, I had to go into the blur of that thought process.
Jackie was working that stash house, the one you're on tonight, huh? And what if Dane found out about that?
Is that track? Is that possible?
Now we're playing the Damon Affleck friendship against us.
The guy is broke. He's in medical debt. His son is gone. His marriage is imploded.
You know, watch your 10-year-old son die of cancer, wouldn't you be?
That's right, and only he knows how that fuck up your frame of mind. But we all know that he's never going to truly recover, which means that he's a man that we can never truly trust.
I don't trust you. I don't trust you, Kyle Chandler.
10 minutes, I will text you. Watch your back.
I don't trust Kyle Chandler.
I gotta run something by you, and
Between us, I think we can make something happen here. We're all thinking it, so let's get realistic right now. I want to get paid.
I thought he's doing this intentionally.
Is he doing it to leak to her?
Yeah.
It's too on the nose, but they've teased enough that it's like...
He's got another game here.
I think they own this whole block.
Oh, shit.
They own this whole block.
Shit.
They're signaling some shit. They haven't left in 30 minutes. What is happening?
I love Stephen Young's reaction. Like, fuck. Like,
These lights.
what lights?
Those lights. They all came on at once. It's like I don't know, like a timer or something.
On both sides of the street?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good. Zombie score.
yeah.
Yeah, relax. Everything's fine. It's all right.
All right.
He trusts him.
You see that?
What?
Watch right there.
Flashing light, yeah.
P-I-G-S.
Bigs?
They know we're here.
Oh, P.I.G.
Yeah, Biggs, Smalls.
Ben Affleck. Ben Affleck was that guy with the beard.
Oh, that's Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
Oh.
You said Matt Damon.
Did I?
I just want you to know
Oh, okay.
which actor is which.
That's Ben Affleck. I've heard of him.
Hey, Lotta, it's LT. I need the major.
He's not making a real call.
Major, hey. So we had a tip come in late.
It's not real.
No way, it's real.
Yeah, we'll walk it out ourselves. Just let me finish the count and I'll check back in. Yep.
Were you listening?
Come on, Desi.
But she might be smart enough to know that he was doing that, but what's his game? Or is she just so scared?
Bro, they're gonna steal the money. He called someone, a major, higher command, and he told them that there was only $150,000 in this house.
What are you doing inside, detective?
Sarge sent me into...
No, Steven Yeun's bad. I think he did all this to try to trap him.
To try to trap Matt Damon?
Steven Yeun, I think Matt Damon did all this to try to trap him.
Oh.
They're gonna fucking kill us! I'm coming, please! Let me go!
Hello.
People are gonna start dying in 10 minutes. Get the fuck out.
Whoa, it sounds like a genuine warning.
Yeah.
And less of a threat.
The first one sounded like a threat. That one was like, actually leave.
Like, yeah. Oh, shit.
Now, what were you and Desi discussing?
Nothing.
That was a discussion.
She's scared.
Scared of what?
Us? I think cops make a lot of people nervous.
They make you nervous?
Sure.
Him being behind him.
It's right there. It's that house. Light keeps going on and off. Sarge said it's Morse code. It spells out pigs.
Yep.
Oh my God.
Kept his distance.
You get that, LT?
You a snitch, Mike?
Oh, snitch.
You trying to rattle me?
I don't know. Why don't you head back to the house, help him finish the count? I'll handle the sergeant.
Or is Matt Damon just a bad guy?
It's Matt Damon. That first scene where after the kid. He's gonna shoot Steven Yeun in the back.
Oh, what a crescendo.
Man, they're so good at tension.
They're gonna rip the stash. We need to move now.
Yeah, who are you
Talking to?
Yeah.
The plot thickens. Oh, cool shot. That was sick.
Desi, be cool, all right? Nothing's gonna happen to you. I won't let it.
Someone's about to die.
Did you call someone?
I did. They're on their way. Stay calm.
I think shit's about to hit the fan.
What are we doing here?
Counting. I thought you were in the street.
It was. Sent me back in to help.
Be good.
I'm gonna assist them now, thank you.
Yeah, what'd they say?
And we had 10 minutes before we started dying, and that was about 5 minutes ago.
How close are we on the count?
I know what the you're doing.
Not further than 5 minutes.
All right, we gotta pick it up. We gotta go.
Where's Sarge?
We got separated.
Find anything in that house?
No.
Should I get him on the radio?
Stay off the fucking radio.
Ah, whoa.
Oh, fuck.
Get down. Get down. Oh, no. Don't shoot the money.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Stay with Lolo, Nuno! Stay with Lolo! Mike! Mike! On me! On me!
I got you.
Ugh. Also, how's he not care more about Affleck being gone? Damn.
Desi, ¿cómo está el perro? No sé dónde está, pero lo escucho.
Aw.
You guys are crazy. Wilbur!
Oh, he's
Wilbur's
a buddy.
okay.
He's okay. The score has been so fun.
I'm gonna uncuff you. Don't f me up, okay? Find some candles. Get some light in here.
I know what the fuck you're doing.
Damn, these are pros. Whoa,
In
cool.
the air.
Cool. Whoa.
Halfway into the movie, now we see Joe Carnahan action for the first time, and it's so tense.
Yeah, there's no one occupying these streets.
How many of these fucking guys are out here?
I don't fucking know. I'm pretty sure we got one of them. There were 3 in the truck.
Hey.
Down, get the fuck down! It's not him, he's got in the Porsche, he's on lookout. What does he mean it's not us?
These cartel, they weren't the ones who fucking hit us.
Who the fuck did?
I don't know.
What are you doing? What are you doing? What's he doing?
He's calling his boss.
They got to team up with the cartel.
Seguramente me están grabando. Ninguno de nuestros afiliados tuvimos nada que ver con quien los atacó violentamente esta noche. Tampoco nos interesa el dinero que han de haber encontrado dentro de la casa.
Siente la cantidad de dinero.
Eso no importa. El asesinato del capitán nos ha perjudicado el negocio lo suficiente.
Dices que el cartel no tuvo nada que ver con el asesinato del Capitán Vélez.
Jennifer Lopez.
He's fluent. He speaks really good Spanish.
Buena suerte, detectives. La van a necesitar mucho.
God damn, that's foreboding.
They're abandoning the stash house. Said it wasn't them that attacked us.
It's not all they fucking said.
Fucking walking away from $3 million?
Killing a cop is expensive. Killing 5 of us bankrupts even the best dope game. At the end of the day, 20 million's a write-off.
It's true, and they're...
In that kind of money, that kind of cartel, yeah.
Reject Nation, thanks so much for tuning into this video because today's episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. I first learned about Prize Picks through the missus because she's super into fantasy sports. And honestly, kind of makes sense her sponsoring Real Rejects because what we do here has always been about experiences. Not just watching something, but feeling it, being locked in, being present. And just to be clear, this isn't about pressure or chasing wins. It's about choice, engagement, and adding a little extra fun to something you were already watching. I get it. Trying something new can be intimidating, whether that's starting a new routine or jumping into sports for the first time. But in life and on Prize Picks, it always feels good to be right. Prize Picks strips fantasy sports down to its simplest form. Trust your instincts. No drafts, no season-long commitments, no. You just pick more or less on player projections, and suddenly every game hits a little harder. Right now with high-pressure NFL playoff games every weekend, and elite NBA action almost every night, pantomiming, the action never stops. And Prize Picks lets you take control, or just enjoy the games differently. They've added early payouts, so if your player gets hot, you can cash out before the game even ends. You can choose flex play for flexibility, or power play for bigger payouts. And even if your fantasy league is already over, Prize Picks lets you keep playing, even through the playoffs. Right now, they're available in all 50 states, with fast, secure withdrawals and easy deposits. You can download the Prize Picks app today and use code REJECTS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code REJECTS to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. Good to be right.
Guys, the cartel didn't hit us. It wasn't them. And they're doing a quit claim. They're walking away.
Who's bigger than the cartel? Whose money, like...
Vouch what was in the Crime Stopper.
What about the rest?
¿Usted le está pagando la manutención a mis hijas?
Ese es el ejemplo que les da.
Mira, a mí me dispararon por esta plata.
You already called the major, yeah, boss?
Yeah?
No.
Yeah, when?
Earlier.
There was no fucking Crime Stopper report. Just so you know, you made it up. Get us out here to steal this fucking rip. You were Jackie's second in command. She knew about it. You knew about it, too.
Easy, man.
Who's out there, Dane? Huh?
He wouldn't get her killed.
Ex-VCAT detective that you recognize. Shit started to get real weird after that guy showed up, man. It's been weird ever
See,
since.
I'm lying in the cut with that fucking cunt.
And then
dirtied up
you disappear. Your own
Can't be
fucking
both.
brother, a federal agent, keeps circling back questioning you.
So let me put my foot through it right now. So when we're all getting deposed, you remember this fucking moment. What did Mr. Cartel say on the phone about Jackie? Nuestra gente creen que ella fue asesinada de un miembro de...
Subtitles!
You want to steal this rip, Dane? Just say it out loud. I just figured it out why you don't like being a cop. Because you're not a fucking cop. You're a fucking piece of shit cop killer.
Oh, no.
Stop it, guys! What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, God, guys.
A lot of paper in there. Money. Phone books.
Oh, God, guys. We just had Jason Bourne versus Batman.
We finished the count. Now we get the money, we get the fuck out of here. Hey, go sit with her. She does not move.
I mean, he is good at playing, like, duplicitous cop. People forget about his amazing work in The Departed often. I feel like not enough people talk about that.
He's so good at that. He's such a weasel in that. It's a really good point.
don't trust it. I'm still sticking to my Steven Yeun that he's a bad guy.
The fact that I thought Matt Damon was bad so early on worries me. Because it makes me think it's not. Oh.
Took his phone? Yeah.
Definitely.
JD, how much you sitting on?
Staring over 20 mil.
Shitting me? You just fucking hang on. We're right there. We're right there.
It's crazy because Matt Damon and Ben Affleck make like $100 million a year.
Hidden phone. I think I lost it and then I was breaking up their fight. You don't have a phone that you used to contact the cartel, do you?
No, your boss took it from me, remember?
Fuck!
A green candle.
What does it mean? Money.
This is the number. Don't say it out loud.
Got it.
All right, Lolo. We got it.
What's he doing?
Burning it all down.
Shit, we on fire.
I'll get the bags.
20 million's heavy.
The house is fucking burning.
DEA.
That's it? Just gonna take the fucking money? And what about my grandmother's house? It's burning.
Yeah, that's messed up. Isn't there more money in there?
Yeah.
Where are we taking this money?
DEA held Wells Fargo near the hospital.
Wells Fargo, huh?
Good safe house, you know. The Wells Fargo.
I'm calling the major. I let him know to meet us at the bank. Dane already let him know, though, didn't you, Dane?
Yeah, he's aware.
He knows about the rip and not the total amount.
How would you know that? You know, you never answered my question from earlier.
Calm down. People are tired. It's been a long fucking night.
Desi told me that you told the major that the rip was only 150K.
Oh, wait, that's right. Did it sound something like this? Hello, Major. This is Dumar. That girl heard me saying exactly what I wanted her to hear me say.
Okay, yeah.
Hey, guys, listen up. I got something I gotta run by you. All right? Now, if you're not down with it, I understand.
It's like a Saw movie.
I also knew she'd tell you about the major and the phone call and the 150K. That wasn't the first time you heard that number, though, was it? That's the number I gave you back at HQ when you asked me about the rip.
Yeah, you did. And?
Yeah, let's put out feelers.
You told me it was 300K.
I told Numa it was 250.
Yeah.
The Departed. Where's the rat?
The only person who ever heard 150K was you.
The voice on the phone said, take the 150K and leave.
How much is this rip supposed to be?
150K.
150K, exact.
Now, where'd he get that number?
So I called the fucking house. How's that?
That's why. That's why I was deserving you. Fucking knew him, Matt Damon. I should have doubted you, man.
I doubted you, man. I'm so sorry.
You called in those Hialeah cops.
What?
You set fire to the stash house.
Are you hearing this bullshit?
You've been trying to steal this rip. You're lying like me, the way I've been lying to you all night long, because then, truth be told, it is a f***ing art form.
Yeah.
Don't feel bad. I've been bullshitting everybody all night. Even him. Until recently.
Oh, yeah, he was the one stuck up on him.
You got something you want to tell me?
There never was any Crime Stopper tip.
No shit.
The night she was killed.
Ah.
You put this whole thing in play on purpose?
You gave me the idea. Bloody up the water, see what rides to the surface. I made up the Crime Stopper tip to get all of us to the address she sent so we'd see for ourselves. And maybe whoever killed her would make a play. Just needed to know who you were working with.
Where are the radios, Matty?
Who are you working with?
Where are those guys? Where's Dale?
I sent him home. Again, no approval, zero overtime. What is this, a fucking mystery? You also told me Dane was dirty and might be wanting to steal it.
Or I was acting like I did to see who'd actually show up and try to steal it. It was you who called the house
and shot it up.
The fuck is this? The fuck is it?
Shot it up?
Last chance, man. Make it count. Who else is moving on the money?
You think I'm bent?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Get down!
Nicely done.
We're good!
Don't do any dumb shit.
There's that guy. Yep.
Touch that gun and I will kill you, JD. I will fucking put a hole right between your eyes.
Weird ADR.
Row killer! Fuck you, agent. Fuck you, agent! Shut the fuck up! Fucking pull the trigger, you fucking flash!
Oh, you can see his eyes there.
Wow, yeah, clear as day.
Well, you still deserve to die, Stephen Young.
Yeah.
Jets, you count out the street right now. Lenko, Tahoe behind you.
Damn, so many reveals happening.
We're right here.
Bro.
Yeah, they cast so well, man.
Exit the back of the vehicle with your hands raised.
We fucking look like heroes.
Dude, come on. Stop. Stop.
This could be beautiful for us.
Maddie, they can hear you. I said you're on speaker.
How would you like this to go?
Stop! Get up, we go right! No!
Shit, no, dude.
Damn.
Chaos, man.
It's like an Atticus Ross, Trent Reznor score.
He's just so fucking
It's so
casual about it.
badass. Reload, just.
Why are you the only cop who's been able to catch him? There should be like.
Where's the rest of the feds?
There should be like a
that,
helicopter and all
that
this
were
shit.
just all surrounded.
Where'd y'all go? Smart. Armor truck, way better. Sweet.
Damn.
Whoa. Oh.
Got a reverse Terminator.
Not a scratch on him.
Ben Affleck.
God damn it, Mike. You think I'm a piece of shit?
Yes.
Yeah.
What fucking amount of money I will cut you in? Huh?
You could have taken it all.
What?
Is it never money? Is it phone books? I think it's phone books.
Yeah, they showed all the phone books in the garage.
Yeah, I'm assuming, right?
Oh, did they burn all the money?
You get it now?
Did they burn the money?
I think they burned it all down.
How are you gonna execute me? It's moving fast, man. Wake up one day.
Dude.
Roll.
Oh, good. Cool intercutting.
Let's go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they did take it?
Love
They
it.
loaded it in. Okay. I thought they just burned it all down. Cool.
You have verbal confirmation of your count?
Yes, 20,650,480.
You have a number for me?
20,650,480.
They're the good guys.
To the dollar. Well done, detectives.
We counted right, guys.
Math. That's because he's an accountant. He's the accountant.
They counted it correctly. No way.
Shit, she's getting a piece of the fucking seizure.
The 20%.
She's gonna do it.
Her boyless house burnt down, she had it.
Well, babies, we did it. We did that shit.
You guys are great. You guys are just great.
$4 million.
Yeah, looks like it.
Congratulations, Del. It's your job.
Yeah, I did.
You did.
It's your job, too.
I never realized how much they look alike. He's such a good stuntman, but he looks so much like Ben Affleck.
Hey, I'm going to stop by Mom's later for a cup of coffee. And just so you know, I'm going to take credit for everything.
Congratulations, kid. Don't spend it all in one place.
Thanks. Policewoman that was murdered.
Jackie, I don't know. Through all this shit, she got us to you.
Is that weird to you?
No. If you knew Jackie, she'd say it was meant to happen that way.
She believed in weird shit.
Now, you want to know what they mean?
Are we the good guys?
Last thing my son said to me.
Whoa. What?
We are and always will be.
Last thing I said to my son.
How?
Cancer. He's 10 years old. Jake.
Why do you ask you that?
Great work today, man.
You too.
Another job.
I like the band for the morning, and then they feel like they had that redemption, that vengeance for her.
What? This happens to have the same name.
That's cute. Like a little
Destiny.
sign from the other side. Yeah. That's beautiful.
We open in shadow.
And we end in sunlight bathing the silhouettes in the other way.
Yeah. All right. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we just watched Rip. Boom. Talking about Ben Affleck's abs. Prepper. Thank you so much for editing down these highlights. You guys have been killing it consistently. Secondly, if you want to catch the full reaction watch along, you can do that by supporting the channel by going to patreon.com/RealRejects, becoming a Royal Reject. Help fight the copyright claim gods. No hyperbole when I say every single day there is some claim that comes in because we are who we are. But a great way you can help offset that too is Patreon and RejectNationShop.com. Barcode right here on screen. Coyson. Coy, what's your overall thoughts here, man?
Expectations were high for the limited window of time that I knew about this film. It immediately skyrocketed in hype because it is so many of my favorite ingredients. I also kept thinking how cool, like, if you're from Boston, Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are like princes. There's like this thing about like these two guys that came up and carved their own path and made their own way. And Sasha Calle is from Boston. And every time they had a scene together, I was just like, how cool would that be to be with the princes of Boston? And you're like from there. And that's not what you get out of a movie for most people. But as a Boston kid, I was just like so happy for her because she's so good. And, you know, the timing of her Supergirl, you don't know what your career is going to be if you finally book that thing you fought 10 years for, whatever, and suddenly you're like, yeah, I'm going to be in like 20 movies as Supergirl. And then because of circumstances outside of your control that have nothing to do with your talent, it doesn't happen. So I love when I get to see an actor that's great when they've had like a curveball get to have a hell of a comeback. And to me, the personalness of Boston, the Joe Carnahan experience of getting to an action thriller, this happening so quick after The Flash, like, I kept thinking how happy I was for Sasha Calle just throughout the movie. I don't know. It's a weird review, but good for her.
That's your first thoughts on the movie?
My first thoughts. I was just so stoked for, because like I did a bunch of press for The Flash, and I kept thinking like she's such a highlight. She's such a immediate movie star. She's got so captivating a presence. She's so just so enigmatic. Like you're so curious what she's thinking, and it's not like in a bad way. She's just got so much emotion going on. You're like, wow, there's so much gravitas to this actor. That's hard to like figure out what your next role is going to be. And so many people fall into the I'm going to be a superhero and then not get to do other stuff. So to go the other way and to get something like this, I'm just stoked.
Did you like her performance here?
I thought she was great. I think it's a really important anchoring performance. You have to know that she's as on the up and up as possible in order to distrust everyone else. Like you could easily have, like I wonder if she's corrupt and playing with the cops, but instead there's like, an earnestness to what she wants that I like because you feel like she's trapped in this situation. So I thought she was great. Other performance highlights. I really love that Steven Yeun was cast in that role because he's so innocent looking and you want to like him. So you kind of rationalize his choices. I definitely fell for the triple blind. I definitely thought they got me with the Matt Damon, like, well, his kid, he's going to be doing some corrupt stuff to protect his kid that's dead. And then the Matt Damon Ben Affleck friendship that we all know for 40 years now was beautiful to see, kind of playing against and for type, depending on which scene it was.
Yeah. I never saw Air. They were in that together
it's one of my favorite movies
right?
that year, dude.
In that,
and he's in a tracksuit. Good Will Hunting, tracksuit. The Town, tracksuit. Air, tracksuit. It's when Ben does his best work.
It must be a thing that he makes sure to do when he's with Matt Damon.
He's like, you know what? I'm with Matt. I'm putting on my finest
must be
track.
like a reoccurring motif or something like that.
It's also a very Boston. I own like 7 tracksuits.
Yeah, I love these very East Coast people here working the streets of Florida, including Kyle
Miami's
Chandler.
East Coast. It's just south.
Including Kyle Chandler.
They just take the 3 south, get on the 95, keep going further south. But as a non-Bostonian that probably wasn't thinking about how happy you were for Sasha Kaye, what'd you think?
I thought it was great, man. It was so much more different than I expected it to be. I expected it kind of a generic action thriller that would probably be a little bit better than a generic action thriller because of the talent behind it. Sorry, this thing's doing a little camera thing. I got to just tap this little stupid button here really quick. Yeah, so it did something that was like, it's like the screenplay was really tight. I think in the last like 15-ish minutes, it was around the time when like all the reveals had come out in the Kyle Chandler part where it was like, okay, this is feeling a little bit run of the mill.
Let's do an action movie now.
Yes, everything leading up to that was,
and then the very end, I think it came back.
Yeah, it was a nice beach scene at the end because it did start becoming like where it's hard on its sleeve.
Yeah,
which is fine. I think it earned it by that point. But everything leading up to it, I thought was really, really, really great. Like it was fun watching it, guessing because I was like zigzagging. I was like 70% sure of my predictions, but then the movie was so good at convincing you, like, maybe though Matt Damon's actually about, maybe they want me to think that way, and
which is the whole point, and it did it.
Yeah, it did a good job on that. I was really happy with the dialogue they gave them because this could have this plot in and of itself is a rather like typical type of plot, Here with the snitch, they got to they take the money. You're not going to go up against like cartel kind of bad guy people happening here. But then they managed to deliver a different execution. So they give something that truly is fresh to it. Like the teaser trailer I saw, I don't feel like I only saw it one time, so I barely remember it. I remember feeling like this isn't really doing it justice. As I was watching this because the execution of the dialogue had such great rhythm, it made me question whether or not, is that kind of his dialogue, Joe Carnahan? Is there like a rhythm that he's got? Because the rhythm here was so natural.
One of the things that really elevates Boss Level is the dialogue because it could just be similarly, it's a movie that's very video gameized and it could be easily cheesy, and it's Mel Gibson as a bad guy and Frank Grillo as the lead, so it's a lot of hyper machismo. It is weighted, and the reason it's so good is his dialogue. Same with The Grey. Like it really brought Liam Neeson to a different place.
Yeah, I love capturing these. From the way the movie set up, I thought we were going to be like spanning a bunch of time or several days, but it really just spans this one night. It starts off as this contained thriller, and it's almost played like
the settings are really contained.
Yeah, that's what was like the coolest part about it was it had this constant contrast between green and blue lighting. Of course, like corrupt police. Who do you really trust this whole time? So I love the shadows and the darkness here that the movie was conveying. And I expected just a bunch of action when really there's not much action in this movie. The action's really in the suspicion and the mystery and the machinations of the games that they're playing with each other. And Matt Damon and Ben Affleck are so good in this movie. They are so good. Like they are so lived in here. And we know that they have all this chemistry. And in fact, I would argue that it's harder to make it believable with them because we're so aware of who they are.
Yeah.
We're so aware of their friendship and how long they've been together. We've seen them for so long. Like part of them being like so close is kind of memeable with them. So to have you believe them as these cops in these roles as like tough cops who've been living the beat for like however many decades and stuff, and have this riff. You have to buy them on this profession is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And they do it. Like you really believe them in this profession. Like part of the charm is knowing it's Matt Damon and Ben Affleck, but I really believe them as these characters are portraying too.
You mentioned at one point they probably make that much money in a year, and it was really funny to be like, oh yeah, these guys are like the biggest movie stars, but I totally buy them as like, gotta get this job done. Day at the office for these cops.
Yeah.
And I think that's really hard and impressive because the more we get to know our movie stars, the less they get to disappear into performances.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's, I think, a big problem with like why there's no movie stars. Above the line talent is more and more rare. There was a joke at the Golden Globes about like Leonardo DiCaprio. We don't know anything about him. So the only thing you can make fun of him about is the fact that all of his girlfriends get dumped when they turn 27.
Yeah.
That's the thing you make fun of. And that, I think, is part of the mystique of Leo is we don't know everything. Matt Damon and Ben Affleck is the opposite. Like
we know a lot.
every single relationship is a gem and we know too much about it.
Yeah.
And then like they're both the best of friends. So the fact that we were so invested in this duplicitousness, and I actually for a few beats was wondering if they were going to weaponize that friendship, and that made me triple guess and think maybe they aren't going to be betraying. It just was super effective. And I love that, 18-hour set days, these guys get to hang together. Because it benefits the movie, but it also like their lives are better for it. They get to hang with each other's. Like I love that me and Greg are real life friends because we get to work together. Like I was super stressed coming in here, got off a plane, and me and Greg talked for like 10 minutes. I was like, I feel better. Talk to my friend, and then we get to do work. Those guys get to do that, make millions of dollars and work for 18 hours a day. That's the dream, Boston boys.
That is the dream, isn't it?
Like truly, just pop some millions of dollars, be a badass, and just spend the day with the homie.
Well, we were also talking about how this seems to flip the dynamic of what they might have normally played. You know? Especially like the looseness of Ben Affleck. I feel like Ben Affleck actually gets better as he gets older. I've always thought, I remember back in the day, like Phantoms and all that. I never really thought he was
like the bomb and Phantoms, yo. Affleck was the bomb and Phantoms, yo.
Yeah, good reference. But I remember.
I love that you pulled Phantoms without having that reference ready. Like that's the only time Phantoms gets referenced. Is Kevin's reference.
He was so much more hit and miss back then. Like I remember the rise of them, and I was like, well, Matt Damon is clearly the better actor between them.
But then the accountant stuff, I feel like he was. I think he saw Jason Bourne and was like, I need that for me.
I think when he started directing, his acting became so much better.
I think he's one of the best directors working, and he doesn't get that credit because he's Ben Affleck.
Oh,
I think he's like a top 10 director, but he's Ben Affleck, so he's not allowed to be.
Definitely, like the snub conversation's finally coming back of him not getting it for Argo. So yeah, I think Ben Affleck just consistently gets better as he gets older, and I think this performance is a testament to that. Just how real and natural and how it seems so. That's the thing is that he felt so effortless. And when you can feel that effortless, it just goes to show, like, because he's like a tough. They're portraying two very different types of cops, and yet, I was super impressed. Like Matt Damon's great, and I expect Matt Damon to be great, and he's like truly excellent. I love watching him. I like grizzled Matt Damon. It's something that I haven't really been keeping up with Matt Damon's work, honestly. Neither of their performance work.
Well, he had like not soft retired. He'd taken a few years off, and then his wife had a deal that they'd only come back to work for Nolan. And then Oppenheimer happened. He came back to work, and now he's back to it. But he had a couple of years off.
That's right. He was great in Oppenheimer.
Yeah, he's so good, and I think he's gonna be incredible in the Odyssey. He's literally like title.
But he's like so like as a tough guy.
Yeah,
as a tough guy cop.
I think Ben Affleck's starting to. If you look at full filmography, I think Ben Affleck's starting to not catch up. I don't think they're competing with each other, but I think Ben Affleck's starting to get to the same caliber of actor where people won't be as quick to be like, well, clearly Matt Damon's the actor of the two, and this really showed that. And I think like he's got a movie Animals this year that he's. Ben Affleck's directing, and Matt Damon.
Yeah.
And then The Last Duel, they're both incredible in, which is a Ridley Scott joint.
Never saw that.
I see everything they do because I'm from a zip code where you're mandated to do it, but I also love them. But I think that it's getting to the point where Ben Affleck's finally being respected as a director and an actor. And I think it's interesting because it's in the non-showy roles. We talked a lot when we were watching the Snyder films about how great Ben Affleck is, but in those showy roles, people don't have the acting conversation. Fans do, and we can praise, because I think he's an exceptional Batman, but you're not going to have the Siskel and Ebert types praising those movies, whereas this, I think you can finally get some Affleck love.
Yeah, and you got to show different shades of a character type that you kind of expect them to do a certain way because you've seen tough guy Ben Affleck before and tough guy Matt Damon before, but Ben Affleck more so. I think you've seen like more in that portrayal, so he has to find a different way of doing it, and I think he doesn't. It was really obvious that he doesn't judge it by that metric of this type of role. He's like, who is this person, and he's going to do it that way.
It reminded me so much of his role in The Town, and he's so good in The Town.
That's what I mean. Even like The Town was the first card I would pull for this performance. But
and departed from it.
But I still feel like this is different.
It very much is, yeah.
The Town is a lot more like brooding and sad, you know? And more reserved.
There's a fun to this. There's there's a joy in the brokenness.
Yeah. It's like this guy's like lost of someone he loves, but he knows he's the kind of character who wouldn't cry over something like that.
Air is almost pure comedic Ben Affleck in a very intense way. He's so intense it's funny. It's like a diaphragm release because you're like, I think Air is special. I think you'd really like it.
I imagine I enjoy it. But yeah, enough about them. And Joe Carnahan's direction was really good.
I can't believe it's the first time you've seen him.
First Joe Carnahan movie, man. I've never seen. I've just happened to never have seen I know his movies. I could name like Narc, Smokin Aces, which has Ben Affleck. A-Team, Boss Level, The Gray. Like I know his movies, but I've just never seen any of them.
He's got a really good contained car movie with Frank Grillo that's like in LA just driving around. It's a really nice.
He did that before Boss Level, right? It was right before Boss Level.
So he's great. I mean, I think him and David Ayer have similar sensibilities, but I think he's
watching that.
Yeah, there was some Ayer moments where I was like, Fast and Furious meets Ayer equals Joe Carnahan.
Yeah.
But I think that Joe Carnahan's no disrespect, David Ayer, if you're watching 2 hours in. But I think that is there's a consistency to Carnahan that Ayer takes a lot of swings, and I respect it. Like, I love Fury. I think he's a genius with trying new things. But Carnahan is like Fincher with serial killers.
He's like this with cops.
Yeah, a gritty cop movie's going to be great if Carnahan's doing it. Just like if someone's going to be killing folks in a serialized way, Fincher.
Yeah.
So I think you'd enjoy, if you liked this, a lot more Carnahan stuff.
I really want to watch Narc. I've seen
special.
the interrogation scene with Busta Rhymes.
Oh, yeah, Busta Rhymes is in that.
That's the only scene I saw years ago.
I saw it as a kid because the guy from Lost Boys is in it. Jason Patrick's the guy with the big mustache, and I'm a huge Lost Boys guy.
Well, Dan, this was cool, and great music, too.
The score was great.
Yeah.
This was something special. Netflix, and also it's lit really beautifully, and it's filmed like I liked the texture of the film. It never had that like center framing for TikTok on the volume feeling at all. It felt like a film.
Yeah, they really composed it. It was the last like 15 minutes of the movie where it did start to feel like a different movie. It felt more like the movie I expected.
There was 12 to 15 minutes that were let's sell the trailers. I haven't even seen, but like, let's sell the Ben Affleck, Matt Damon action movie. And then I love that the very last beat felt like the original movie again. I'm glad it ended there
because it was the cut to flashback stuff when they were explaining shit. Like when they were showing Matt Damon talk to the cops, I was like, I don't fucking need this. And this comes across like cheesy.
There was also like they mentioned
like
his kid dying before, and they definitely didn't need I wish they had mentioned it earlier because it felt like that was. I think there was a studio note or an audience theater reaction where they're like, you should mention his kid dies earlier, because there was so much more emotion to the ending scene.
Yeah.
And it felt redundant.
And it was obvious his kid died.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could have alluded to it better. Sometimes the dialogue, I think like 95% of the time is amazing. There's just a 5% that. So when it's not working, it really stands out because it's going up against a lot of great moments. And that moment when with the flashback didn't feel authentic to me. It did seem really because it was like it already seems really obvious he's playing a game here, so we don't need to see any of this because of course he's playing a game here. And secondly, when he does confront Ben Affleck in the house and he tells him the truth, that whole scene just like felt like you're dumping stuff to the audience.
It could have just been the reveal that it was Matt, and we could have filled in because we then knew why he was there.
Yeah, the interaction there, and I did think it earned its like cool action moment with Ben Affleck just with the gun, fire, whatever, let him have it. But yeah, the Kyle Chandler like falling apart and like, oh my god, I'm a crazy villain twist guy. It started becoming
one of those.
This is that movie now, you know. But I like the ending note too of Stephen Yeun. like he just gets arrested. He doesn't get killed.
Yeah, and I like that the intercutting allowed that to feel like suspenseful. When he pulled out the handcuffs, that was like, oof.
And the scene on the beach, good bookend for the
Yeah,
movie.
the Jackie that was sweet. And I like the silhouette note.
Yeah, let's hope we remember this by the end of the year. Let's hope people don't forget this by next week.
Tune in to find out, society. Does pop culture exist in a vacuum and everything goes to streaming so quickly? If
movies are content.
Theatrical at all.
Movies are content.
Also, I mentioned it briefly as the movie was starting, but Artist Equity is Matt Damon and Ben Affleck's big production company wherein the crew, the below-the-line team that doesn't get the love they deserve, actually get a percentage of the film. And in an unprecedented deal, they got Netflix to agree to that deal. So the gaffers, the grips, the lighting teams, everyone that's actually making the movie gets a percentage of this movie, and that's because of Ben Affleck and Matt Damon leveraging their clout in town. So Ryan Coogler deservedly got a lot of love for the Sinners deal he got. Artist Equity came out very quietly during the pandemic with Air. I want them to get their flowers for the fact that they're also doing some really cool stuff for teams and trying to get film back in LA. So much love to Matt and Ben.
Dude, love to hear it. Thank you for sharing your honest opinion. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. We'll see you guys soon.